3, 2, 1.
Have you ever gone 100% all in on anything? Whether it be your faith, whether it be your job, whether it be your business, have you ever went 100% all in? Or have you just been half-assing it, or quarter-assing it, or even three-quarter-assing it just to get by? Chances are, if you have a job, you're doing the basic minimum that you can get by with in order for you to get that paycheck. And they're paying you just enough to keep you from quitting. So when I realized this, back when I was at my job, I thought, well, they're only paying me to do the bare minimum. And I'm only doing the bare minimum because I feel like I'm worth more than that, but I don't want to give them more because they're never going to do anything about it. They never punish those that show up late, or they keep them around. That Johnny gets the same amount that I do and he's half-assing it every day. What's my incentive here? And the more I looked at it, the more I realized it is I can only get paid what I feel I'm worth if I start my own business. Now, which business do you go into? Okay, there's plenty of good businesses that you can look at. You can go into real estate. You can go into crypto. You could go into insurance. That just happens to be the one that I picked. And the reason I picked it is fairly simple. Is I Googled what I wanted to do. I wanted to make millions. And so I Googled which industry is most likely to make you a millionaire. It turns out it's financial services. Now, I came from turning wrenches. I was a heavy equipment mechanic for 11 years, Harley Davidson mechanic before that. I had no idea what financial services was. I wasn't taught it in school, so okay, Google what financial services is. Well, 86% of the financial services industry is made up of life insurance. Now, that's not someone that's going out there and doing life and home and auto and boat and motorcycle. That's just life only. And when I started looking at life insurance, I was like, okay, how do I get involved in life insurance? Because I don't want to be involved with just one carrier. I'd like to be involved with multiple carriers so I have a variety to choose from and offer my clients. I want to be able to do more than just provide death benefit. Well, turns out life insurance is more than just a death benefit if you get it yourself and you actually own it instead of having it through your job. Because if you have life insurance through your job, you really have to look at what you have. And you basically just have a death benefit. If something was to happen to you while you were at that job, they would pay X amount of dollars. Now, when you leave that job, you have nothing if you don't own your own policy. Now, there are others out there. There's term, there's ROP, there's permanent. With a term policy, you're limited. You're only having that coverage for 10, 20, 30 years. And then at the end, you're not covered anymore. Now, term is good. It has its place. It gives you the most amount of death benefit for the least amount of cost, but it does end. So when it does end, now you may have some underlying health conditions, may not be able to be approved again, or you're older and your age is now hindering you from being approved. So those are some things to consider when you look at term versus permanent. Now, permanent is like going from a renter to an owner. You now own this product. It's in your benefit. And there's other benefits as well, because there's things called living benefits. Now, living benefits is available with certain term policies. It's available with most all permanent policies, at least ones that I deal with and my firm deals with. And living benefit states that if you get diagnosed with anything that's critical, chronic, terminal illness like heart disease or cancer or anything involving your internal major organs, now you don't have to worry about dipping into your savings or your retirement money because now you have the ability to call your agent, and not with a 1-800 number. If you're an agent of, if you're a client of ours, you get to call one of our agents directly. You have their cell phone number, and they call the carrier with you. They explain what's going on. They unlock a portion of the death benefit, if not all of it, and that allows you to use the death benefit while you're alive to pay hospital bills, provide long-term care service for yourself, or supplement your income if you can no longer go back to work. Now, that right there is going to eliminate the need for most GoFundMes out there. The other benefit of having a permanent life insurance product, permanent life insurance means that it's providing you coverage all the way until you're 120 years of age, just in case you feel like bringing back biblical times. And there's certain permanent policies out there that are retirement based, meaning they give you the ability to have tax-free income all throughout your retirement years. And those are called LIRPs, the Life Insurance Retirement Plan. Yes, you can actually retire with life insurance. So to learn more about these types of strategies, to learn more about a return of premium, I didn't really touch on a return of premium. That's ROP. Return of premium is, let's say you're a homeowner and you have a 30-year mortgage. You want to be able to have 30 years worth of coverage in case something was to happen to you to pay off of the mortgage of the house. But once the house is paid off, you no longer need that coverage. So boy, it'd sure be nice to get all your money back. Well, that's exactly what a return of premium is. It covers you for 30 years, but at the end of the 30 years, you get all your money back that you've put into the policy. So, but definitely take a look at what policy would best benefit you. Sit down with your loved one, with your significant other, and come up with a plan, because if you keep putting this off and procrastinating, you're going to be in your 50s and 60s and not have a plan. And then by that time, it could be too late. So put pen to paper, sit down with your loved one, your spouse, and plan out what your financial life will look like, what you want to do, what goals do you want to have, what security blankets do you want to have set in place, and then click the link in the bio, click the link in the comments. I'll put it right down below. Schedule your free strategy session today with either myself or one of my licensed agents, and get a plan of action to push you to those goals, and so that it's not a burden on you anymore. It's not anything on your mind. You're not worried about it. Your pillow, trust me, your pillow's going to be a little softer at night knowing that you have retirement in place, you have death benefit coverage, you have everything in order to where if anything did happen to you, life threw you a curveball, you get diagnosed with something, it's no problem. You passed away, your family's not burdened with anything, it's no problem. Everything's taken care of. And you live out a long, healthy life. You decide you want to retire. You now can retire and do so comfortably without having Uncle Sam sticking his nose into your business.